A billionaire CEO had been single for 30 years, and his mother was constantly worried about his happiness. She forced him to go on blind dates with 100 women every day, and the CEO had no choice but to reject them one by one. Until one day, the CEO met a woman while he was on a date with her sister. The sister only had eyes for the CEO, but the CEO's gaze was fixed on the woman. The CEO tried to impress the woman by telling her he was 6 feet 1 inch, had an 8-pack, and could go 7 rounds in one night, but the woman didn't pay attention and just focused on doing her job. As the woman was about to leave after serving tea, the CEO stopped her and asked her to pour him some tea. Just as the woman was about to do so, her malicious sister snatched the teapot away. The CEO just glanced at his assistant, who immediately stopped the malicious sister and let the woman pour the tea for the CEO. However, the malicious sister started to panic because she had spiked the tea with something. The CEO smelled that there was something wrong with the tea and asked the woman if she still wanted him to drink it. The woman was confused and asked the CEO if he hadn't asked her to pour it for him. The CEO smiled and drank the tea, and the woman tactfully left because she was just a waitress at the restaurant. Seeing the woman leave, the malicious sister breathed a sigh of relief and went to find the CEO, but she was kicked out by the assistant. The malicious sister took out her anger on the woman and called the restaurant manager to have her fired, promising to give the woman to him. The woman started to feel hot all over, and a scumbag suddenly approached her and started groping her. The woman struggled to escape and ran around the hotel looking for a way out. Just as she thought there was nowhere to go, she ran into the CEO's room. The CEO's assistant happened to be at the door and let her in because he knew the CEO had his eye on her. The CEO was surprised to see the woman barge in, but the woman was already under the influence of the drug and started groping him. She even asked him if he would marry her because he was about to take advantage of her, and she only let her husband do that. The CEO was amused by her words, and the woman was still lost in her imaginary wedding. And so, the woman and the CEO ended up sleeping together. The next day, the CEO woke up early and wrote his contact information on the woman's arm. When the woman woke up, she didn't notice the contact information on her arm and was instead preoccupied with the fact that she had slept with a stranger. The woman walked the streets helplessly and returned home to find out that the malicious woman was going to marry the CEO. She couldn't accept it. Why were bad people always luckier than honest people? At that moment, the scumbag came over and told the malicious woman's family that the CEO was currently buying betrothal gifts for her, and they were going to give the woman to the scumbag. But just as they were bullying the woman, the CEO saw them and hurried over to stop them. Continue the story here. Download the Kalos TV app, search for 767p7s, and watch the full series.